confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson rolling to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson now. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Clyde Edwards.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Noah Fant.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2. That's the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1.
Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
I know he ain't got it. Mike 51, Mike 51. Bring it. Bring it.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
At the 41-yard line.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Good. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's got this down to the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, that's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Yards on the play. It's now third.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Jerick McKinnon now to return.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He gets them moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on third.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Here's Ryan to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 44, Ryan, and his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They run for it with Harris. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Play action. It's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Texans 14, Steelers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59. You're not pushing.
Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Switch.
10th carry now for Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ezekiel
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jackson will throw again, and this is caught. He hits Landry, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
That's good.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the bootleg. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 7 at the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Brought down at the 48.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win.